Hi, hello, welcome to Anu Speak English. A warm welcome to everyone. Hope all are staying safe and stay home, stay healthy. Learning is a continuous process, as we already know, and as a part of learning in this lockdown period, we have been learning in the previous videos like communication skills, importance of communication skills, etc. And this is a continuation video of my previous video wherein I was discussing about the achieving a role of communication skills in achieving goals. In that I had mentioned about verbal and non-verbal communication skills. So today we are going to speak about the non-verbal communication skills. Non-verbal communication skills comprises major role of body language. So here today this video we are going to discuss about the body language, the positive body language and the negative body language. Guys, this is very important. Whenever you are into your professions, interview or in a formal situation, wherever you are doing, your body language communicates. Apart from your verbal communication, your body language communicates. So please learn it perfectly, know what is right and what is wrong. So first positive language, positive body language we are going to see. See, first one I would like to mention is head is tilted towards one side. Like for example, look at me carefully. My head is tilted like this and you will be listening. This particular gesture, this particular body language of head tilting to this side or this side, like you're keenly interested in something, you're interestingly listening to something or seeing something. This is a positive body language of head tilting to one side and keenly observing. Whenever someone is observing very interestingly and keenly, deeply involved in whatever they are seeing or listening, automatically their head turns left or it's tilted towards right or left slightly. This is a positive body language. Okay, go next. The second one is rubbing hands together briskly. That is like this, rubbing hands together briskly. This we do when we do it when we are expecting something like good information, good result, like you're going to get a project and you are awaiting that a project is yours or not. So you're very interested, interested, and so this is a body language wherein you are very excited for something, listening something or for good news for you're expecting. Otherwise, it is also usually communicates that one is feeling very cold. Usually, this is a common gesture. When we feel cold, no, we do like this. We do rub our hands briskly, right? So this also communicates that. Okay, but the exciting way is the correct way of this particular hand gesture. Okay, the third one is open palm. Palm is this, as you all know. So open palm facing upward. So what this particular hand gesture means or positive body language means is that it reveals your honesty and openness. Whenever you are free and open and honest and whatever you are telling is correct and open without any hiding something. So this particular gesture tells you what is this. Okay, so opening palm is honesty and submission and innocence. You are sincere. Whatever you are telling is correct and sincere. Okay, whatever is telling is put forth for you. So this is hand gesture is gives you the meaning of honesty, that the person speaking to you, making this gesture is honest towards you, sincere towards you and very innocent and very open to you. Okay, next moving on to standing straight with shoulders back. So standing straight and this shoulders is back and stiff. This is a very good body language and body posture, standing or sitting. It is a confident posture. This shows that you are confident enough. Your body language shows the other person that your confidence levels, how your confidence levels is. So this is very important whenever you are into an interview or whenever you are speaking to a boss or whenever you are speaking to an whatever the situation may be. The confident levels can be expressed and it shows that you are well knowledged in one particular and you know what is going on, what you are doing is. Okay, next one is stroking a chin or beard. Stroking a chin or beard is like this. Like, what am I doing? I am stroking my chin. So, or like this. In case guys, you have a beard, then now this is a style now. So guys have, many of the guys have beards. So like this. This is nothing but thinking deeply something, deeply something to decide on. Okay, deeply thinking in the mind. This shows that. Okay, the next one is leaning in. Leaning in is like this, like you will just bend a little and towards the speaker and you will just listen. This shows that you are deeply interested in listening to what the other person says, or deeply interested in what something is going on there. So you deeply just lean in. Lean in is just bend a little down. Okay. The next one is direct eye contact, guys. This is very, very important body language. Whenever you're speaking to a person, this eye contact, direct eye contact is must and should, and this shows the confident levels of the speaker. And I told in my previous video also regarding a direct eye contact. It shows the direct confident levels of the speaker, and increases the concentration levels of the listener. The listener will be able to see into your eyes, and he will have to listen to you. He'll be forced to listen to you. The concentration, the listener will not be diverted from what you are saying if you see into the eye of the listener. So this is very important, and it is a gesture of honesty also. If someone is speaking truth and very honest, you will be able to see direct eye contact. If you are lying, definitely you will not be able to see in the other person's. You cannot have a direct eye contact when you are lying. Try it out, and unless and until if it is practiced, I think it will not be correct. So direct eye contact is a must non-verbal communication skill that every speaker should learn to complete his communication skills. Next, we'll move on to a smiling face. Smiling face is a positive body gesture, body language. So this facial expression we call, facial expressions are very important. Smile brings a positive attitude towards the listener or the speaker. So keep smiling whenever you speak something. Don't be serious when you are communicating unless and until it is a serious situation or a sad situation. I don't say that you have to smile in a sad situation. It depends on the situation. When you're talking about the positive, so smiling face becomes a positive body language. Next, we have head nodding. Head nodding is also a positive language unless and until if it is like this, like this, like this. So it depends on the situation how you nod your head. But this is also a positive body language. Head nod shows that you are listening, the opposite person is listening to you, or you are listening to someone. Okay. So the next one is a firm handshake. Firm handshake is a nice handshake, a firm hold of handshake, holding the hand of the other person nicely, tightly, and giving a handshake, one handshake like this, like this. So this handshake is very important. It shows the confident levels of in you when you shake a hand with other person. So whenever you are shaking a hand with other person, handshake should be firm. Don't hold it or squeeze it. Just hold it like this. Give one handshake. Don't keep on shaking it. Just one handshake. That is a positive hand gesture for the handshake. Okay. After all this positive hand gestures and the positive body language, we move on to the negative body language. Negative body language is called as a defensive body language, and it is your hand movements or the gestures show that you are very insecure, closed off, unapproachable, and you are disinterested, and your body language communicates bad opinion on your character. So that's why we speak about negative body languages. It's very important that, and everyone should know what should not be done. Okay, so the first thing what everyone usually do is this one, folding your hands. That is arms crossed over chest. This arms crossed over chest. This arms crossed over chest demonstrates that the individual who is crossing the arms disagrees with your opinion or with whatever you are communicating. His opinions and actions say that he is disagreeing with your opinions and whatever you are saying. Then that time the arms is crossed. Okay. Next one is we have nail biting. Nail biting is continuously biting your nails. So this is a very bad gesture which shows that the person who is biting the nails is nervous and very not confident enough. It demonstrates your stress within yourself and insecurity whatever you have within you whenever you are doing this to the others. Okay, next, hands placed on cheek. Hands placed on cheek is nothing but whenever you are thinking something deeply, and sometimes like this, hand is placed like this and you are thinking something. Sometimes you are out of the topic. Sometimes you can easily guess that the person who is having hand like this on the cheek is not listening to you, and he is into his own world and he is deeply thinking of something else. Okay, so this is also a very bad hand gesture. That's why in the classroom, whenever students keep a hand on the cheek, teachers keep saying, remove your hand, sit properly, sit straightly. Okay, next we will move on to tapping fingers. Tapping fingers is like this. Tapping fingers shows that you are very nervous and you are very eager and nervous and impatient. This particular hand gestures, like this if you do, or like this you do, or like this you'll be doing. This tapping gesture, like this, like this, like this, it is a nervousness and impatientness is demonstrated to the others. Next, touching the nose. Touching the nose is nothing but you're doubtful and you don't agree with someone is telling something. You're not agreeing to someone and you're doubtful of something, and you think that that is not correct, or you're rethinking it, or you don't agree. Then you will say you're not satisfied. Then you will say, I think like this. So you'll rub your nose, touching the nose. Okay, next, fingertips together. Fingertips together, don't get confused in tapping fingers. And fingertips is like this, fingertips together. This is a hand gesture which demonstrates authority and decision making. Usually this is a positive gesture if at all you are there in a higher cadre of management position, like you are a CEO of a company and you are deciding on something. This hand gesture is okay because that becomes a positive hand gesture, but not always. It's not a commonly taken as positive. So if you do it like this, this will say that you are decided on something and you are very decision making, immediately decision making, and you are very one-sided, and your authority and what you say, you're like more of bossism type person. Okay, so this is not considered as positive. It is considered as negative language commonly, unless and until you are a big position in decision making concern. Okay. Next we have hand in hands. Head in hands. Head in hands is like this. Okay, like this. So this, when you do, is when you are ashamed of something doing, or when you are bored. When you are bored of something, you hold your head in hands. Or when you are ashamed and unable to show the face to others, then you hold it like this. So this is also a body language, negative body language. Then locked ankles. Ankles are these. This are the down part where you put on your shoes or slippers or chappals. Okay, so that crossed way, if you keep your legs, your ankles, then that shows that you are very nervous. It demonstrates that the person is nervous who is putting the crossed ankles. Okay, next, pulling your ear. Pulling your ear is sometimes it demonstrates that your inability of doing something, to give conclusion. You are unable to decide on something. You are still confused of taking a decision. Then you start pulling your ear and you are indecisive. You are unable to give a decision, take a decision, and you are not satisfied also. In that case, you will be pulling your ear like this. Next, fidgeting with your hand or arms accessories, like playing with your fingers, watch or something, and you are playing something with your hands like this, playing with your watch, or playing with a pen, some accessory. Next, in the negative body language, we are going to see about the fidgeting with hands or arms and accessories. So fidgeting or is nothing but playing with the accessories, whatever you use there when you're sitting in your desk or something. Like you take up a pen and play with this, you play with your cell phone, or you play with your watches and you play with your hands, you just do like this. So that is also shows that you are very bored, and this particular hand gesture or playing with accessories and other things shows that you are very bored and very insecure and nervous also. Okay, the next body language is sitting at the edge of your seat. Sitting at the edge of your seat, like sitting at the edge of your chair or sofa or wherever it is, shows that you are physically and mentally tensed. You are very tensed situation. The person, in that case, you will be sitting in the edge of your seat. And then the next one is fig leaf pose. Fig leaf pose is like this, holding your hands like this and putting in between your thighs, like in your genetical position, and keeping your hands like this. And if you keep like this and keep like this, hope you are able to see. Then this is your bad hand, negative hand gesture. This is your bad negative hand gesture. So this shows that you are very nervous and very tensed and physically, and you are very nervous, and you have some problem, okay, which you are unable to communicate. That is your fig leaf position. Apart from this, I'll show you some of the other hand gestures which we usually commonly do. Like for example, thumbs up. This is a good body hand gesture. That is, this is okay or done, fine. This indicates that. This demonstrates that. And this hand gesture shows that to give a call. Call me. Okay, you go home and give me a call. This is a particular hand gesture which says or which communicates that to give a call. Okay, then this particular hand gesture in the V shape communicates that it is a victory and it's a achievement. Then this particular hand gesture is demonstrates dislike, that you don't like something and it is not done, it is not okay. Okay, and this particular gesture is fine, okay, superb. All these days demonstrated by this particular hand gesture. Okay, and then we have open arms already we spoke about. Then we have what else we have? We have the last gesture we have. I would like to say is which has become popular all over the world. This is the Namaste hand gesture. It is a welcome hand gesture. So signing off. So learn hand gestures and body language is very important. Keep learning. It is plays a non-verbal communication plays a vital role in your communication skills. Unless and until you know the correct body language and correct gestures and meanings, your communication skills are incomplete. So all of you must learn this. Keep learning. Learning is ageless. See you all in the next video. Hope to see you all after this pandemic situation ends. Thank you. Signing off, Anuradha.